was written as well, because it looked like it was written in a very, it was full of spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes. This guy's tired.
He is good.
Let me tell you, your boss is gonna understand.
置いててからね。今マナ起動。136は半。
半時計2。はい。
視線チャーリー。
30秒前最終確認を取るニューラルエンジン
パワー全開 GO
GPU
6つのコア GO
次世代のゲーム体験 GO カメラ
4K120fps のスローモーション GO
大量に開いたブラウザのタブ打ち上げ準備完了成功です
Red.
Red.
I ramped and put in.
Light consume you.
Follows can go PT right away. Go. Meeting 4-2. He's up. They stacked. And we're waiting. In. Just go in. And pair.
Tanks hold 60s. Suki, you're holding everything.
Put in.
Besides the wing, you can send the wing.
Then we shall unleash the light within. No, I won't let you.
Alright, let's go.
Taking a lot of outfits.
She won't last much longer.
First bait. Two.
Top right.
3.
My power surges.
Alright, middle.
4. 5. One more. And 6. Base 3 picks if you need them.
You're right. I am
Laser
thanks
focus.
to you, Gaia.
Super duper focus.
Neutron. I am Logrith, servant of Zodiac. I shall restore the power of darkness to its start. Past, present,
Give it 3 buffs. This is correct.
infinite possibilities.
Towers. Focus on towers only right now.
That's stacks. Long 5 bait and return. That's stack.
Okay, man, you can Suki.
Go 5 bait and returns. That's stack. Medium 5, get ready to bait. Looking out in 4, 3, 2, 1. Look away. Back up. Possible AoE. He's facing alpha, and up in alpha.
Look at your side stuff.
position.
What are your spots?
Like if you have to swap. Ready for the stack? AC left. AC left. AC left. Push the cast. In. Pick up. I'll get ready.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Room behind. Put him up. There's
On the
stack.
wall after the stack.
With the rhythm. 8 wide.
Oh, you should have actually sent muses.
Perhaps.
Need the raise on him immediately. Misty. Misty?
Fine, we're good.
Read the check, it's fine, it's fine.
I'll try through.
It went through
that.
the
Yeah.
Oh man.
Should have waited.
It's fine. This boss is easy.
I don't
It's
even
fine.
know. Yeah, this is easy, it's easy. We're fine, so we're fine, yeah.
Their memories weaken the link. Such impediments to our resonance must
Just pay attention to HP now. 10 seconds on left. 5 seconds.
Get ready.
Buffing now.
Guy's gonna spawn. There's a lot of help with guy here.
Death Blaze, Reprisal, Missionary, Sucker, Soil, Consolation. Hit Gaia.
I told you it would make a great necklace. Oh, it's beautiful. I think it did really suit
Red.
you. Me? But I thought you should have
Work
it.
side. Back. Tank out. Auto tank in. Light bodies.
For me, Soil. Nars,
Miko.
Reprisal, Suki, Adol, Soil, Sampa, Barrier.
Go right now. Keep
There you go.
4 hits.
Cut the hammer. And
1,
the
2,
even.
3, 4. Stacked up. Equal. Getting them. There's
Death
Alpha.
Blaze, Reprisal, Misty, Adol, Soil, Sucker, Illume.
As I wish it, so shall the river of time flow.
Okay, just focus up here. We're good.
Aura and Law.
30秒前最終確認を取りニューラルエンジン
パワー全開 GO
GPU
6つのコア GO
次世代のゲーム体験 GO カメラ
4K120fps のスローモーション GO
大量に開いたブラウザのタブ打ち上げ準備完了成功です
ポケモンスリープをもっと便利にポケモン GO++お手伝いポケモンが1匹増えるナイトキャップをかぶったピカチュウがお手伝いさらに専用アチーブメントを達成すれば500ダイヤゲットボタンを押すだけ簡単睡眠計測さあもっと充実したポケモンスリープをポケモン GO++ポケモン GO を一緒に遊ぶとさらにボーナスもらえる
Oh,
channel was edited
I always do this after a check as well.
Yeah, no, you're right, no, you're right.
Body impair.
Pairs.
Move. Move.
Go.
That body. Swap. I'm smarter now.
AC.
AC. That body's. Body impair.
You're up.
You're up.
Move.
Uh,
And move.
Word.
Blue. AC.
AC first, dodge this, dodge it. And then to blue.
Blue.
Into blue.
Watch the knockback.
Get it.
Line up. One fire. Two lightning. One fire. Two lightning. Fire.
Double fire north. Double fire.
Fire.
Watch out, Minty. Box in 10.
Gonna ready to fill.
What's your towers right now?
Oh, big slow here, big slow. Alright, make sure it dies now.
Guardians. Out.
Swap.
In.
Thank you for walking in.
Go two. Away from us.
Away from her. Slowly set her steps.
1, 2, 3, 4. Look away.
Sink into silence.
And we're going.
Positioned. I'll hit each other. Next one. Then I'll hit each other. Red.
What is after?
Guardian like rampant.
Light consume you.
What is the BD? Go. Beating 2-4. Meet up. Ready, we're waiting. Go. Who's in?
Who's in going?
Brett.
Tanks are holding 60s.
And Protein.
Everyone can conserve here.
Good job.
Still we resist, and we shall unleash the light within. No, I won't let you.
Fucking go.
She won't last much longer.
A hammer. Now pot up and buffs.
Ready for first bait. 1, 2.
Hit top right. Hit middle left.
Four, 5. One more. Ace 3 picks.
Good job, guys. Full paint.
I am thanks to you, Gaia.
Towers. Full focus on towers.
Alright, I'll be 3 on start.
Logrith, servant of Zodiac. I shall restore the power of darkness to the stars. Past, present, future.
Take a debuffs. Do this
Infinite
correct.
possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Spread stack. Long fire bait and returns. Spread stack. Drop fire bait and returns. Spread stack.
Press hammer, Siggy, just don't use it.
Yeah.
Medium fire, get ready to bait. Looking out in 3, 2, 1, looking away. Back up,
Buff.
AoE.
Run yourselves.
Away from Alpha.
Is that?
Prep a hammer now.
Great position. Okay, first swap.
I switch.
Okay.
First stack. 1-3 right. 1-3 right. 1-3 right. Push your cast. In. Back up. I'll get ready. Everyone in. Right side.
On the right side, Siggy.
Back.
Damage is perfectly fine.
Gauge up.
Mid.
Gauge up. Next phase. Let's go.
Let's go, boys. Alright, Narlax, Reprisal, Feint, Misty Idol, Sucker, Collective Soil.
This is it. Fucking pull.
Her awakening is incomplete. Their memories weaken the link. Such impediments to our resonance must be expunged.
Plus in 5.
Come to me, Espalga.
Buffing
Ready.
now.
Move. Spawning right now. Hit
Deathly
Gaia.
Reprisal, Missionary, Sucker, Soil, Constellation, hit Gaia.
I told you it would make a great necklace.
Thanks. Oh, DPS together.
Oh, it's beautiful. I think it's a really fit
Red.
you. Me?
Right
I think
side.
you should have it.
Attack. Think go out.
Getting Gaia.
Gaia.
Think in.
Body cool.
Careful. Light
Running
bodies.
Soil. Nars Reprisal, Suki, Adel, Soil, Samba, Barrier.
And equal. 4 hits.
Equal. Hit green a little bit.
1, 2,
Equally. Hit them
Three.
equally.
4 equal.
Use the claw.
Back up. It's Alpha.
Alright, just focus up here, boys.
Look north. You ready?
Aura and Remy.
Oh,
It's fine, it's fine.
Doesn't matter.
4.
4.
4.
Four, go to 4.
Now hit Chris on the spread. Spread. Heals. Mid.
Might be. How much healing go?
Keep going.
Yeah. Hot up. It's over.
Minus
All
over.
of it. Were you supposed to pick that up that late ring, or did you miss it? Okay.
Yeah, I also go to the
Yeah, I should have gone to
The
the corner.
noob.
You're right. Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Fine, I
anyone
gotta-
need to refresh on that mechanic? Look at a clip or two, or
If
you
you
ever-
haven't, if you haven't got the mark
Yeah.
in a long time,
Take a couple
check
minutes.
it. Check the clip.
yeah, let's take a couple minutes to review clips if you aren't sure about waves or
Just gotta get
get
that
some
past
bread.
that. One more time, gotta get past the mechanic. One final time.
Can you use the bathroom, baby?
Next paradigm.
Last break, dude.
Yeah. Next paradigm we win. And the... Oh.
So close, man. So close.
Alright, people are starting to head back.
User in your channel stopped recording. User in your channel started recording. User in your channel stopped recording.
Yeah. I know. I thought broken.
User in your channel started recording.
I just learned. I just thought empty about European windows.
Yeah, MT, what a silly guy. How did he not already know that?
About the European windows? What do you mean? I want
You
to
can
know
like
this.
you can open it from the top. You like twist it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Not a thing in America.
Americans.
Yep. Couldn't even guess how that's even created. Guess it's just one hinge on the bottom. Or what?
PC ゲームが欲しい？私たちに全て任せて。EA プレイでの新しいキャリアはどう？ウェーブスかブー！ PC ゲームパスで全てを手に入れよう。
Get in?
We're landing up.
Just pull right here.
One
North.
fire. 2 lightning.
North.
1 fire. 2 lightning. 3 fire. 4 fire.
Buffing in 6 seconds. Buffing now.
To the side. Get them
And already fell.
Getting the towers ready.
Oh, big hold here. A little bit. Okay, a little bit of a hold. Alright, start hitting. Start hitting now. Start hitting.
Edit.
We're good.
Oh, let's go.
Put in. Out. In. 2-4. Away from her.
Away from her, look at her. Slowly.
1, 2, 3, 4. Look away. Watch the cast bar.
Going. And we're going
And back.
Right here.
10 seconds till bust.
Back up.
Buffing now.
On the mirror.
Boom. Position. Do not hit each other. Next one. Hit each other here.
8.
There. Light ramp and podium.
Look at podium.
Lights consume you.
Bottles the PD. Let's go. Meaning at 2-4. Back up. The other. Wait. In.
Go in.
Just go
Look
in.
at debuffs. 2 goes in.
Fair.
Tanks hold 60s.
And podium.
Hold everything here 60.
Yep. That's the one. Want to be the legendary quicker.
Check your food box, by the way. Sure it's on full long enough.
What's up?
Check your food.
He's got 21 minutes. He's good.
Everyone.
I won't let you.
I'll be doing more because we're gonna kill anyways, but
True.
did it.
Exactly.
Let's go.
She won't last much longer.
Caught up in buffs.
Ready to bait. Second.
Hit middle now.
4.
They didn't even hit a single thing yet.
5.
You're welcome.
Last 1.
Jesus. It's fucking dead.
Good.
Alright.
That's how I
go.
want to see the final boss get moved too.
Let's go.
These 3 picks if you need them.
Hours. Ultimate relativity.
Thanks to you, Gaia.
Hit your hammer.
I blocked it.
I am
I'll be trample.
servant of Zodiac. I shall restore the power of darkness to the stars. Past, present, future.
Take debuffs.
Possibilities
This is correct.
condensed into a single moment.
Press stack. Long fire bait and returns. Spread stack. Go fire bait and returns.
Rough hammer. Yeah.
Spread stacks. Medium fire, get ready to bait. Looking out in 3, 2, 1, look away. Pick up,
Box.
WE. Facing alpha, do not be an alpha.
Other side, TV.
Good position.
Illumination.
Check if you have to swap.
There's gonna be a swap. I swap. Rainy swaps.
First stack. BB right. BB right. BB right. Push the cast. In. Pick up. Now get ready. Everyone in. Wreck side. Back up.
Way ahead on damage.
Mid.
Just gauge up. Bad. That's phase. Nars Reprisal, Faint, Misty Adel, Sucker, Collective Soil.
Ooh, really easy mechanics. Start with.
Base 4
and
pitches if
Crystal
you need any.
Ooh, fucking easy mechanics.
Her awakening is incomplete. Their memories weaken the link. Such impediments to our resonance must be expunged.
Buffs in 5.
Come to me, Hrisvalga.
You ready?
Buff now.
Move. I is spawning right now.
Deathwave, Reprisal, Missionary, Sucker, Soil, Consolation, hit Gaia. He's the middle.
I told you it would make a great necklace.
Missed another swap.
Beautiful. I think it'll really suit you.
What?
Me?
Right side.
But I think you should have it.
Stacks. Think out. Think in. What?
Hit Gaia, hit Gaia.
One wasn't in the water.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nars
Gaia.
Reprisal, Sukiato, Soil, Samba Barrier.
Light and darkness, gather to me.
You guys have to wall it, honestly. After that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Misty, get rid of that.
After this.
Cut the hammer, Suki.
Go. Now.
Wallet, go guys, wallet.
Ryzen. Autos, careful.
Maybe
Alpha.
get inside.
One scrub.
Hop from the
Get up. Alright, and now. Alright, now. Took 2.
2.
Turns on 2. There's spread. Crystal's right next to you. Be careful.
Do not hit the crystal.
Hold the crystal.
Someone's at the.
It's fine.
We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, we're good.
We're gonna use potions after this. We're using
What shit?
potions.
Is the aggro
We
good?
twos? I think we
Careful.
use twos, man.
Careful
No,
for the
you
aggro.
use potions.
I don't know if the
Trust in the
aggro's
call. Trust in the call. Just trust the call.
Light buddy. Watch them equally.
Oh no, we do need to use twos.
Okay, boost.
Twos,
1,
twos.
2,
Someone's.
3,
Don't switch.
4. Back up. Hit.
We live.
Use.
Shoot everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Just try anyway.
Just try, and I'll just practice. Whatever.
If anything, try the LB.
I'll try the LB.
Okay. You want the one at the very end,
I
right?
think
Yeah,
if
one
there's-
at the very end. Yeah,
I think if there's no dust, it's still killable.
yeah.
And you
Don't
Not
worry,
that, for sure.
don't worry.
Ellie will
We
call it.
have the thresholds for wipes. So
I won't let you do as you please! What is this? Reen, are you there? Gaia? No one will erase our promise. No one. I'll never stop. As many times as it takes. Close to realizing our perfect utopia. We're not going to disappear. We're too stubborn for that. We'll get through this, Green. Yes, together. This cacophony. My head. Be gone from my memory. Every last trace of you. Astronaut, we'll never let you hear the end of it. When next I return, I will succeed.
ああ、戻した。とりあえずどれかが買わんというか、売りか買いか。ここで大事なのは、失敗を生かすことなんですよ。はいはいはいはいはい。ないか。これ何やこれ。これは消す。で消し。これは何が違うんだろう。これでもいいのかな。みんなもう悩んでる。みんななんか悩んでるやん。倒せそうなとこや。
Making sure the tanks can make the to maintain their nerve here as they go into the last set of polarizing strikes.
Yes, and polarizing strikes again. This tactic that Lucretia is using here is absolutely beautiful. They're just shifting around and turning around the boss and just shifting members, one going to the left, one going to the right, and just having like a nice way of dealing, just having a good flow, and they're having a perfect stack here. No one is taking any unnecessary damage. Healers are keeping everyone topped, and they're looking very solid.
Yeah, as we're going to be heading into the last set of Fulgent Blades here, they see the boss 27%. The nerves must be rising. This is going to be close. Their damage has slowed down. It needs to pick back up, and it will do with the last set of 2 minutes on this last area. Just a few waves. Waves coming towards them is the only thing that stands between them and success at this point. Are they able to continue dodging around this area? We will have to see. Only a few more dodges available. After this, we're going to be going into the Archimons. They are managing to spread apart. They're not only... Oh, that is devastating!
2 down at the brink of the precipice of ultimate victory. It is 2 DPS gone, and we're going into Paradise Lost. 16%. They will be tossing everything at the kitchen sink into the brink. An LB1, maybe the LB3 to follow it up, but with 11% still on the health bar. This looks almost impossible. Lucrezia are grabbing every last piece of strength they have, and it is not enough.
7% there. Not the LB going off. An incredible pull that unfortunately fell at that final hurdle. What a shame for Lucrezia, but it just shows that they are capable. They have got what it takes to get as far as that, nearly 19 minutes through an incredible gauntlet of difficult encounters, and they're making light work of it up until the point in which the boss slaps him in the face. Incredibly inspiring stuff there. Well played for Lucrezia. Let's see if... Well, we're back into it. I just thought that might have been it. And no, my heart is not going to be able to handle this.
No better mechanic to finish a run just before the finish line than Arkmorn, honestly.
You're entirely right. You are entirely right. What a wonderful pull, though, there from Lucrezia. Both Echo and Lucrezia right now taking some time to do a little bit of talkies. Although I do think a ready check has gone out for Echo. They kind of need to keep going, yeah? They need to keep pulling.
You have
everything set. They just need to send.
You have the energy. You have the adrenaline. You have
so excited,
everything locked down. This is just executing. We've seen every single pull back-to-back in the last hour, basically, reach that 5th and final phase almost, and just crush the boss under their ear.
Oh, man.
I mean, we need to do some damage. Yeah, that is my analysis. I think I have spoken to Scribe over my secret headset, and he told me do some more damage. Yeah, but it is absolutely devastating that Lucrezia got hit, apparently, from the looks of it, right? By the very last 2 blades that they were dodging, and then the Arkmon just took out the 2 DPSers. I'm not exactly sure if it would have been a kill. With 7.3%, could have been, maybe?
It would have been really rough.
Yeah,
like, even if they didn't
tight,
have those deaths at the end, but it was going into the 2-minute window. You lose all of your resources.
You lose a lot of damage.
I think their what's it called? Died. Their Picto died. Yeah, which is. Like, I think when you die,
I think it was Picto Ninja that
yeah, but
died.
Picto is devastating when you die. I think you lose your pictures, yeah, your paintings. Someone that they've already cast.
Yeah, they've already drawn
it
a little bit.
It's on the canvas. They just need to send it, yeah. And then it was just like, well, never mind, new canvas, and they're like, well, I'm basically pressing 1 now. Yeah, that's all I got.
I mean, potentially, it's really hard to judge how much damage the people would have done in the 2-minute window, right? But I mean, they're getting close. But they also did have a really good run. I must say. I think I really like their strikes. I still don't know the name. It's impossible to remember.
It is so beautiful.
Polarizing strike. That
the book's good. Yeah,
the book is very good. No, the polarizing strike. They're amazing. I think the strat is really clean because you just when you get hit, you just go to the right on both occasions and you just shuffle into the back, and it makes it really clean in terms of also easiness in terms of who does what. I think this looks like a party final strat. I could be seeing because you just get hit in front, you just go to the right in the back, right? So
yeah, it's quite nice if you're the front person. Then, like, so if it's your job, then you act one way. If it isn't your job yet, you just keep going the same way you always have done. It is cute in that way. I do like it quite a lot.
I mean, maybe it's damage loss. Is it a damage loss? I guess not.
Yeah. It does seem like a bit of movement, but maybe not too much.
Depends on what the casters can get out, because while you're soaking, while you're waiting for the strikes to hit, I feel like that's enough time to get a cast up.
I mean, I think for me the biggest thing is from a tactical standpoint and from a mechanical standpoint is that you keep moving to the spot that you want to be, and Echo is currently standing still, moving away and then moving back into it, right? Where Lucrezia is just doing a swap, and the line exploding is irrelevant for them because they keep on moving and just rotating. So you just just move and you don't need to think anymore. Where Echo has to move, think, look, think, and then move back, right?
Yeah, no, you're entirely right on that. It's I would say that overall the movement required for Echoes is smaller. And generally smaller movement, happier. Also staying in range of both healers, a little bit easier.
Yeah.
If you happen to be a little bit further back in your line, you might not be able to reach the opposite healer's AoE spells.
Could be.
Not that Lucrezia seems to be struggling with the damage, with the healing, mind you. So they're still able to do it. I think that they're pretty close, pretty comparable, I would say. But maybe a slight movement advantage towards Echo's side, if I was to guess.
I think so as well, yeah. It's just the easiness of Lucrezia. And I mean, to be honest, do we need the damage? If you don't take farm damage down to deaths, probably not. So it's fine.
Well, whilst we are waiting for the two front-running teams to get back towards their prog point, or the kill point, we have got some absolutely wonderful donations from you guys, of course, all going towards Games for Love, a wonderful, wonderful charity. Do go and check them out. Even if you can't donate, they're a wonderful, wonderful set of people. Feel free to tell your friends about them and all that good stuff, because yes, we're absolutely thrilled to be able to supporting them once again. Well, you guys supporting them is fantastic. We got a $10 donation from, oh god, Haruko, there we go. That's my 4 in the morning brain, struggling to pronounce names with no message, but thank you very much. We got a $420 donation, 69 cents.
Nice.
420.69. You just says LB3. That's just
Are we using LB3? I mean, on the topic, we did see, in case some viewers missed it, that indeed, Pandora is only giving us 1 LB bar at the very end, so it is not a LB2 into LB3, it is just a LB3 to finish off the boss, or get into phase 6.
It is the most cinematic finish we've ever seen to a boss fight. I am in love.
And we've got some real hard reality checks here from Not Night, who says, for a $10 donation, who says, phase 6 isn't real, by the way. Yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
That was the pull back to earth that I needed.
Welcome back to reality. We got a $10 donation in from AJ for sure. This is a shout out to all of the Elysians, I'm so sorry, in the chat. Best world race event I have seen for a long time. You've got this, Echo. We will see. Both teams are working on it at the same time. It's a very, very exciting time to be watching. A $1 donation from Fane Striker, who says, "Hi Moth, hi Urak, hello Sync Slayers, folks, what is up?" There we go. So big shout outs to all of those wonderful folks. And we've got a $10 donation in from Saffron and Sage, who says, "The most hype race to world first of all time." With both teams working on the last boss, with any pull potentially being a kill, I can't help but agree.
Same, honestly. Not just the fact that both teams are so neck on neck. It's also the fact that this is the first time in history of the world race that has been broadcasted since the second tier of the original Eden release.
Yeah.
That we are most likely going to see a world first clear on stream.
It's wonderful. Really, really wonderful to see. It's so nice to see the community embracing it, you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, of course, like, streaming in Final Fantasy, you do give, like, knowledge.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, knowledge is huge in Final Fantasy. Understanding the puzzle, how people are solving it, is immense. Don't get me wrong, it's also big in games like WoW, which, of course,
forever.
But I'd say in FF, like, you are giving up a lot more. And the fact that the teams are willing to do that just so that everyone else can be part of it and enjoy it as well. It's a very selfless thing to do. Of course, you get to also be a little bit, watched on stream and people checking you out and all that. Don't get me wrong, there's some pros as well, But I think it's amazing to see. I really, really do. I think it's
I have
great
to agree. I mean,
it
is the case. Yeah. Just seeing everyone live on stream is a very unique thing. I mean, when WoW started as well, it is just it's for everyone as well, right? It's not just a one thing as well. I saw so many community posts, many from the like the non-English speaking community, to be honest. They were cooking all the strats, getting the party finder strats ready, and doing all the cookery that all the teams have been doing. And without streams, this would take way longer for everyone to figure out and get even possible for, like, let's say in quotations, normal people to be able to raid.
The usual raid people,
yeah, exactly.
Also, a quick shout out to the music, because it's beating at the same BPM as my heart rate, so...
Dude, we're on Shiva, okay? we need to go into the lull so we can bring it back up with the
end. We need the grey screen again in the
Yo, can we get Garlemald Radio? No, don't actually. If we do Garlemald Radio right now, I think I will fall asleep. We've got a 20. Oh, what's this?
Wait.
Literally?
It's confirmed.
Oh, wow. So a massive congratulations to Grind that have indeed, it's been confirmed, managed to get the world first clear of Future Rewritten Ultimate. Well done and massively well played to them.
Incredible. And for once, I get to say this without it being a meme. Congrats, JP.
Yeah, well done. That's absolutely fantastic. Excellent to see that this boss has indeed gone down. Of course, we get to still experience it going down live on stream for the first time. We still get to see that and see what happens in the cutscene and be there for that amazing moment. So that's all still here to be done, but we can't take away from what Grind have done. Absolutely fantastic work.
Bravo.
So round of applause, big claps in the chat. Well done. And good catch, the Mock Talk guys, for catching that for us and updating the leaderboard on our behalf.
Yeah, massive shout out to the tracking team working tirelessly, literally on a 24/7 schedule during this event, making sure that they do not miss any updates. So
I just think it's crazy that I managed to get all the way through Phase 6 as well before we even saw it.
Yeah. Oh, and Phase 7 as well.
Yeah, Phase 7.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is the Japanese teams for you. They show up, they grind it out, and then they come back and tell you that they've won.
Yeah, I'm super looking forward to, hopefully there's a kill video coming from them as well, just because I would love to see what strategies they employ.
Yeah.
Because, of course, especially in that last phase, there seems to be quite a nice difference between the teams. So it'll be interesting to see how they're dealing with the polarizing strikes, how they're dealing with those individual tower cleaves and all the rest of it. So once again, nothing but respect for the team Grind, and of course, super excited to see that this boss is killable.
Or maybe all the doubters have been dispelled of the Phase 6.
ティンプロ打ち上げ30秒前最終確認を取るニューラルエンジン
パワー全開 GO
GPU
6つのコア GO
次世代のゲーム体験 GO カメラ
4K120fps のスローモーション GO
大量に開いたブラウザのタブ打ち上げ準備完了成功です
頼むいや結果的な差があると決まってるからここからちょっと
ポケモンスリープをもっと便利にポケモン GO++お手伝いポケモンが1匹増えるライトキャップをかぶったピカチュウがお手伝いさらに専用アチーブメントを達成すれば500ダイヤゲットボタンを押すだけ簡単睡眠計測さあもっと充実したポケモンスリープをポケモン GO++ポケモン GO を一緒に遊ぶとさらにボーナスもらえる
僕たちゲーマーは意外に忙しい。
おい、おっせえよ。
いや、ごめん。あと3人相手。
食事を忘れて熱中するのは日常茶飯事。
よし、ナイス。
そんな体に栄養補給。
ほっとする。
ゲーマーの健康管理室。よ
し、ラスト1回。
ボディメイクには運動、そしてビタミンやミネラルが欠かせない。だから僕はアンビーク。これ一つでタンパク質、ビタミン、ミネラルがしっかり取れる。アンビークオールインワンプロテイン。
拝見イカホット Z 昔からジャポンに生息ちょっとここザクザクなるはず2回ぐらいここザクザク2回ぐらいねここがこんな感じに1
リスクの上限を自分で選べ、ノックアウトオプション。マイナスに後からプラスになるから、そこはメンタルが大事。焦っちゃダメ。
But for me personally, it is more of a depends on the situation. I think in races where you clearly know you're behind, right? It's a little bit more devastating because it has been kind of building up, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoo, yeah, it's already going bad. But especially in close races, we have been in one of the close races. It is actually more of a relief, and you try to do your very best to just get, for example, world second, world third, or just get as fast as possible into behind the other teams, just to show that you're, like Lizzie said, rightfully said, so just you are also a blaster. Yeah, it's not a, even if you don't get world first, doesn't mean that you don't blast. Yeah? That's one of the politics, I think.
And we just saw that Narlock with a wonderful, wonderful smile on his face. They obviously know at this point. I'll be shocked if they don't. But they're still having fun. They're still enjoying it. These guys coming together, playing in person for the first time, being able to meet and play with friends that they've played for years now, and first time a lot of them meeting one another is such a wonderful thing to see. So 100%. I'm sure they'll still very much enjoy their time together, as will any team making their way through this ultimate. Even just being able to take it down is in itself such an achievement. And as production has pointed out quite rightfully, there's still prizes to play for.
Oh, true.
Yeah. If we can get up that particular graphic, if you don't mind, the prizes that we have for the teams. These are for the stream teams that I believe. I believe, right, Sam?
Indeed.
Yes, for the teams that are indeed streaming, we've got Secret Lad Titan Evos, the Final Fantasy Edition ones. Beautiful stuff here. Custom Race to World First hoodies, which you can have your names written on them. The custom displays as well, the champion displays, where we've got gold, silver, and bronze, and they are going to be tailor-made only once for, well, 8 players for each team. Yeah, so I guess a grand total of 24 of them, but you know, they're going to be very limited in that sense, as well as Corsair peripherals of their choice, and now Elgato Neo products of their choice as well. Some awesome prizes to be won for those teams that have put themselves forward.
I love how the back of the hoodie here says, your team here.
Yeah.
So, honestly, next world race, I would love to see a team that's named your team here. Just for the memes.
They automatically win in that sense.
Yeah,
you know, yeah, they can get that prize money straight out. the wonderful competition prizes available to them. But yes, no. So no, it's good that the spirits are still high. They're still going to push on through, see what they can get done. Gaming into the night.
They will clear the boss. Yeah, I can say. I mean, right before we came back from the break, the players were in high spirits and they had a great time in the kitchen, getting some snack or whatever. It's not like they are full dooming. I assume they're obviously a little bit down, but I don't think they are like completely in the gutter. They still want to get world second.
No, for sure, 100%. Well, whilst we are having both Lucrezia and Echo make their way back towards the later stages, you guys you're making my job full of things to do as you keep sending in donations. It's absolutely fantastic. We got a $20 donation in from Argic, who says, this has been an amazing ultimate race. Big thanks to all the casters guiding us through the coverage and to production for keeping things smooth. This stream looks amazing. Let's see the world first clear tonight. Well, we will see the world first on stream kill tonight, I think it's safe to say. And of course, the world first clear has indeed happened. When we will see that, mind you, is when I suppose they decide to release their video.
That depends.
We are at the point in the prog where they pull out the emotes once the DPS check is met.
Oh no.
They are vibing, they are chilling. This is gonna be a glorious end to this night, I think.
Got a $10 donation in from Fizzy Soup, who says, let's rewrite that future and get an on-stream world first. Well, we'll get our own on-stream world first. And in a way, thank you very much for that, Fizzy. It really does mean a lot. A $2 donation coming in from Anonymous, who says, let's go lesbians, let's go. The amount of donations that have been saying that has been hilarious. Thank you so much. A $10 donation coming in from Anonymous, who says, I was going to bathe, but the race is just too close for me to get out of my chair. Dang. Go teams. Don't worry, we're all cooking up a sweaty storm in here a little bit as well. I know that I am, and that's why those guys are on that sofa and I'm on this one. They just want to make distance, rightfully so.
I'm sorry for making you turn off the AC because of this reason.
Yeah, well, I'm more of like a biohazard at this point.
Oh God.
You know,
too many details.
I can keep going.
Yeah, thank you.
Got a $25 donation in from Furf, who says, why are all these people spending days figuring out the mechanics and doing optimized damage? Just call Theo Theo, oh, isn't that the fairy from the Shadowbringers quest chain? No,
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Dude, that Pixie Zone, it was like a fever dream.
Yeah.
You just given me legitimately flashbacks. So thank you very much for that. We got a $25 donation in from Kinchi. He says, "Quick note: Echo did tank LB2, not LB3." Very true. Anyways, thanks for streaming this. It is a pleasure to see. Thank you very much for that. A $1 donation in from Anonymous, who says, "Thank you everyone for this wonderful event and the best hosting ever in Final Fantasy Race to World First history. World First has happened in Japan by Greed off stream, which that happened 11 minutes ago. So now we're getting the information.
Makes sense. Yeah,
we support our streamers, and we love to see this race to the very end. That's very, very kind of you. Of course, everyone here has been working incredibly hard. The players, especially, going out of their way to do everything they possibly can. And I'm here. You guys are here, and you guys are here in order to make sure that we see them through and give them the celebration that they truly deserve."
Indeed. What a rush it's been. 66 hours almost. We're 12 minutes short and with some potential. It might actually die on stream with sub 66 hours, we'll see.
Yeah, this is the pool. They've already killed it.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
there's actually a delay. We heard them nerd screen 10 minutes ago. Actually, it was 2 hours ago, so I'm joking.
It was actually 5 days ago. We just changed the future. Right? We just
Frosty about to have another heart attack.
Because we're just replaying the kill video right now. Actually.
Yeah, and of course, if you see behind each player's point of view, they do have a clock that is set to a different time to make it so it's really easy to tell when that kill happened. Oh, man. We can see whether or not they're able to get through this apocalypse, something that actually caused them to wipe the last pool. And see if they're able to get through it. Is a little bit of a spicy mechanic.
Yeah, they're having here the people going to the groups. It's looking not suspicious at all, of course not. There was a little bit of adjustment going on last second, but they got it cleared, no damage downs. They're soaking here. Then the Nalog will need to find the safe spot of the Apocalypse coming up here, but he has it already long spotted. The boss will leap him, knock everyone back, and then they will... Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's the knockback.
That was a little bit of a delay, but they did get everything done. The boss is sub 20% in like 5 globes, so it's all good.
I think, Maris, that's what you call a dramatic pause.
Yeah, I was like, I swear this was faster 5 hours ago, by the way. I swear the knockback was faster 5 hours ago.
Well, you know how this boss mucks with time, magic, and all the rest of it. It's probably some of that.
Could be.
It's quite nice. It goes for a slam on the tank. Wait a minute, then pushes everyone back with the force of will. So that seems to be what seems to be occurring there. Easily enough done, as we are going to be heading into phase 4 here, and I think a little bit of a run through what you're going to be seeing might be quite good. I don't know how you feel about this, Lithy, maybe taking us through this dark lit dragon song.
It is a good one, I am telling you. It's a fun-sized little lights ramp
a little bit, yeah.
Wing slap at the end. So of course, Ray is something you don't want to get hit by, because it just is gonna blast you out of the zone, at least almost in an instant. It's kind of a painless death, you know, but of course it is a delayed water soak. There is the lights rampant. Do the little crossover bow tie to make sure you don't break any of the tethers. Of course, you also got to be close to the Usurper of Frost for the light waves that are abated. And last but not least, go into the light party stacks, 1 water on each side, and soak it on the opposite side of the wing slap. And we're done. Moving in to the tank slam, you gotta taunt and swap that, of course, and take it away from the Fragment of Fate. Moving on into Crystallized Time.
Yeah, now in Crystallized Time, the most difficult mechanic in this whole fight, assuming there's no phase 8 coming up. We were basically going very soon, after soaking some beautiful things in our light parties and together as a team, having equalized HP, otherwise we would also be going out real fast. And now we will see if they can handle it. I think they have both Lucrezia and Team Echo have been wiping here a fair amount, I would say, compared to the end rate of the fight. Basically, the boss are basically dead at this point, so they don't have to worry about damage. They just have to worry about everyone staying alive. And you have Nalog. He's having the job of pushing the team forward to the next soak. Yeah. So we're dodging the hourglasses here. He's really cutting it tight. Yeah, it's all good. He's pushing his teammates away. He's like, bye, see you later. And then he's clearing his beautiful debuff on the Dragon Head while dodging the waves and leaving this a blue puddle behind that one of his friends that he just knocked away need to drop all the way back and pick up, yeah?
It is a sad time for everyone involved, but they are going to be able to get these returns down in hopefully a decent position. Yes, there you can see Alice Deathly, that player there, managing to get in position. They're going to have a nice little spread out to make sure that only one player is hit by that Spirit Taker. Unfortunately, it might have taken two. No. Oh, I think Suki may have walled. Well, he did wall, but I don't know if it was deliberate or not. Hopefully it wasn't, because indeed... Oh, Crystal died. Unfortunate. It is what it is. If the Crystal dies, you're not going to be able to get into Phase 5.
No.
They're going to have to ignore that one, unfortunately, and they are going to, well, just get back up and get back in there, we assume. But Lucrezia making their way towards the later stages of Phase 3, successfully getting through that Apocalypse and getting the boss below 20% health, means that they are going to have a successful shot at victory here as we're going for our on-stream world first clear.
Yeah, I mean, they have here, we just pushed the boss without using any LB. They did use potions though, I mean, that will come back later on, so no worries about that. I'm actually interested, are they holding this LB for 5 years? Or are they using it? I guess that's the question, yeah. Maybe at this point you can even go for killing them before the mechanic.
Use caster LB
if
just
you
get out
caster LB and you're like saying, we're done with this, but yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird, right? This LB and this whole boss fight has been a little bit of a useless situation, I feel like.
Yeah, it's normally you would use an LB on an earlier boss. Like at the moment, Echo is using it on the Oracle of Darkness Phase 3 in order to make sure they guarantee get out of it. But like, they're basically using it because you might as well. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Lucretia was doing it earlier as well, and they brought Oracle of Darkness to 13%. Yeah, so I think they could have skipped it. Yeah, and that's what they're doing right now. So.
Imagine you cast the LB3 at the start of this phase and push this before crystallize time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm down, to be honest. Yeah,
let's just send it. Screw it. Easy mode for us, but. They're not deciding to do that because they actually want to kill the boss.
They want to probably kill the boss, yeah.
Instead, they're going to try and equalize their health pools as we're going to be taking a Morna Far together. The Akamon is doing a bunch of damage to the group. The healers swiftly cover, and we're going to be heading into this Morna Far big group hit. The bosses have to be relatively equal in health within a certain percentage of each other. Let's say roughly around 4-5%ish, maybe slightly lower than that. It's like 3% on DSR when you're doing that check in the Double Dragons.
Boy, let's say it's
right pain in the arse.
Are we saying 30% as well?
Screw it, why not?
Yeah,
like,
we just made it up.
Yeah, it's 30%. As we are indeed going to be going into the crystallized time here, seeing how well we're going to be able to do our point of view. It does have the Dark Water, that spread damage on everyone, and then going to get knocked across the room. Ooh, unfortunately, rough. But Kindred, not rough, making their way into this last phase, being able to do that first set of Fulgent Blade dances. Now we're heading into the towers. Lithy, do you think we're going to be able to get through this?
Oh, there's a very realistic chance. Kindred has been incredibly performing at the very top of the pinnacle the entire week, keeping up with Echo, with Lucrezia, but sometimes it's just not meant to be, especially when the boss cuts himself a big slice of your party.
Well, that, I think, is a new best for Kindred, though, so exceptional to see that, at least. Really, really nice to see that they have... broken back into Phase 5. Hopefully they can consistently get there, because obviously Kindred, which has been slaying this entire
They were blasting. Or they're still blasting, right? But, I mean, also, as we saw with Lucretia, they also had like a 65% best, and then had a 12% or 15% best. So, to be honest, any team can just go up there, play really insane, and just get really low percent wipe, right? Most likely, probably not kill it, right? There was an unlikely chance, but they will get a low percent wipe and get to see the whole fight and get to experience it themselves.
Yeah, you are entirely right. Let's see what they're able to achieve, as they need to be getting back to it, though. As, I think Kindred is a few Phase 5 pulls away from being able to really call it quits. They need to be able to get those towers right, which they're close to doing. Unfortunately, it seemed like a tank swap is the thing that caused them the decline in that strategy like it was there.
The opposite side of the tank cleave was...
just a bit spicy.
A little bit spicy.
Then I think having one set of polarizing strikes just to get the vibe and make sure they can implement whatever strategy they've come up with or whatever strategy they've chosen to use. Once that's done, then in theory, we're kind of locked in terms of these are the overall strats. And now just do it 2 and a bit more times, overall. So I would say they need one more solid pull in phase 5 so they can die to the polarizing strikes. Once they're done with that, then they're good.
They need to die to the polarizing strikes.
Most of the time in Final Fantasy, to learn a mechanic, you die to it, yeah? Don't get me wrong, they could probably YOLO it, but in terms of like I don't want to take away from the potential of things that could happen, but I think in terms of what a normal progression arc would look like, you're probably looking for a death in there, just so that you can go, oh, okay, I fully get it now. That's the movement that we want to do. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you can sight read something and you can absolutely annihilate it if everyone goes in with a really good understanding. And if anyone's to do it, you know, Kindred would be one of the teams to do it. An incredibly, incredibly impressive showing from them in many, many races, this one included.
Indeed. One of the best teams that we've had over the last couple of years, actually. So always a pleasure to see them perform on the highest level. But Echo already back to Lights Rampant. We're slowly but surely moving along through this fight. Lucrezia just finishing off phase 1, in case you're wondering where they are at. We are hunting that world first kill on stream.
We are indeed. And they just really need to make sure that they don't start stalling. It's getting late, yeah. We're like 5 a.m. at this point, 4:58.
Is it? It isn't? Oh,
yeah,
damn.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, it's not 5 yet. It's the positive side. But
I'm just gonna say, Mirror is technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm used to this.
But yeah, no, so all I'm saying is that if you start just phase 4ing it, phase 4ing it, phase 3ing it,
then
phase
it
4ing
becomes
it,
a little bit
like, what are we doing here again? Let's just go big. Yeah.
I think the best emote for that, like from experience, is this aware emote. You know, when you're like happy and then you keep on wiping on the early phases and it becomes more dark and dark and you're like, oh, please get me out. So we hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
we hope this attempt will go through. Easy kill. We go home.
There we go. You heard it here first, folks. This is the kill.
That is my prediction, yeah.
Yep, I agree with you.
What can possibly go wrong?
There's like nothing, you're literally AFK for like
there's nothing
the next
that can
12
go wrong
minutes.
in this whole quality.
Yeah. You just got to watch a cutscene.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like you watch a cutscene, like even if you die, it's not that bad.
Yeah, whatever, man. There's like no damage check.
I'm a little bit sad because now that we have a cutscene, I was gonna go out and grab some popcorn buckets tomorrow just so we can sit here and watch that properly. But
dude, I'm down for popcorn anyway.
Yeah.
We had popcorn last race.
Really?
Damn, yeah, we ate it in the caster room whilst watching you guys.
And I was
prog.
starving on the PC.
Unfortunately. No one's forcing you to
I mean,
play.
there was no cutscenes as well last week.
It doesn't matter. We were just sat there eating popcorn.
I mean, you're doing pretty good with the casting stuff. You considered a career change?
I mean, I'm down, to be honest. This is more relaxing than playing the game for 18 hours today. Yeah? So it was pretty good. Yeah?
I think the team would be very sad to see you go. I'm sure there's lots of them that also be happy, yeah. But you know,
I think so. I mean, I can cast across the wall. I'm pretty sure I could cast across the wall team quite well. I am fairly certain.
Yeah, you could see, like, we see wipes coming maybe like 10 seconds in advance or whatever. You'd like, whatever that distance is, you would see it like days ahead of that.
I would see one person be like jogging really wrong. I was like, this guy's gonna wipe us very soon.
Dude, you're gonna be having breakfast and then you'll just look up and say, pull 3, total dead pull, man. It's like they haven't even started yet. It's like, nah, that pull's gone. I feel it. It's something in the air.
I think one of the best wipes in general is when you're playing the game yourself and you see someone is doing something very sus, and you start following with the cursor the person, and you follow him all the way into his death, or into the doom of the raid team, like, or another way is as well that when you got killed by someone, then you're on the ground and you just see the cursor not go to the release button or the battle rest accept button, but you follow the player, you know, this guy, because in case some viewers are not aware, in WoW there's 20-man and 30-man raiding, So 20-man raiding oftentimes is a little bit more chaos, So sometimes when someone kills you, you don't exactly know who it was, So what you do sometimes, you know, it's a little bit toxic, but what you do is you die. And you see the player who killed you, and you're not sure who it is, right? Because you need to read the name. So you mouse over him, you follow him with the mouse to read the name who it was, So you can remember for the future.
Let's be real, you're just pinging them.
Or you can ping them,
just pinging them.
Pinging them is also great. But pinging has been recently used for the people that are doing suspicious activities.
Or you play a priest and you just mouse over and wait for them to mess up and save them in the last second so you can be the hero of the raid team.
True that. We've seen some great life grips, leap of faiths over the years, for sure.
Wait, leap of faith is still in the game for Final Fantasy, right?
It is.
Rescue, yes. Rescue in Final Fantasy is a little more sluggish, I would say.
Yeah, I've gotten rescued a few times and most of the time into my death, I think.
Yeah. So there has been strats that have used rescues though in the past, but it's a little, it's normally gimmicky, honestly, when you use rescues.
My favorite thing when Sage was introduced, because Sage has Atlas.
Yeah.
And you have Rescue. If you play your cards right, you can rescue and Atlas at the same time and swap positions with someone.
Yeah, Atlas teleporting you to your target. So you grip them and you teleport to them at the same time, but the server tick has told them where they're getting gripped to, yeah? It's not to your body, it's to where that is. There was one thing we were doing on Savage Prog for when we was going recently through Eden, when we was killing Shiva, and coming out of the ad phase, our two healers would get into their light parties and then grip each other so that they're in the different light parties for no other reason apart from swag, and I'm totally down for it. It looked cool every single time. And it worked every time because they moved and did the same GCD, so it was like after the second GCD they gripped, and because they both did it at the same time they just swapped positions. So cool. So unnecessary. If it led to a wipe I would have been furious, but it didn't, so I think it's
that
awesome.
is fine.
Yeah. It's my jam.
Did they do a countdown in voice?
No. Well, the first time we did, and we all went, hey! And then afterwards they just kept doing it. It's like, guys, you're breaking the game, man. You're too cool. This is too much.
You're too cool for the game.
Too cool for the game.
Just like Echo is going to be too cool for the mechanic.
Hopefully so. They need to keep their cool in order to get through it.
That was the heaviest jinx I've ever heard a caster
No.
Nah, dude, we jinxed this all the way back in the Crystal phase when we said it was the kill. It's already locked in. You can only blame us if this wipes. Yeah, it's us.
Like, we have said all the forbidden words in the Crystal phase.
What could possibly go wrong?
Like, this is it.
Nothing can stop them now.
Like, surely there's no way you can die here.
Boss is dead on my screen.
Yeah. What else?
I mean, grind has cleared, so technically correct.
Yeah, it is actually dead. It's dead on that part of my screen, for sure. Let's see. They are going into one of the most difficult parts of the fight, though, so it's definitely worth bringing attention to as we've been yapping through the earlier stages. Let us see. With the crystallized time is more like
it's changing names. Yeah, it's becoming late.
I've called it crystallized time as well. Crystally time. As to see how well they're able to solve this mechanic. Now we're going to be seeing Suki here going to get knocked across the room. The Dark Water going to be going off, sharing that with 3 other people. The mandatory amount to not get damage downs and dooms. Getting shot across, now going to be sharing this Unholy Darkness where I believe you need to have 5 people, otherwise the exact same thing happens. So now we're going to be dodging these waves as they go across the room, moving back through, spreading out, trying to collect our puddles, then getting in position for these upcoming rescues. Don't go too far, Suki. You're terrifying me. Fortunately, they've been able to do it just fine. Nice quick spread out, hopefully not destroying the crystal. The crystal is fine. Echo are looking fine. This pool, as I said, is definitely the kill.
This is it.
Let's see what
Ara
they can do.
is basically illegally at the corner, but it's all good.
Calculated. I was talking to Ara, we sat down, I got the protractor out and the ruler, we worked out the pixel.
The triangle, you put it on the screen, you're like, yep, that's fair.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. As the Mornfire comes in, the boss's health look equal enough to make it so it's not going to be empowered.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can lock in. It's time to tab back in. Or maybe wake up. Let's see what they're able to do here. Echo at 5:06 a.m. on the morning of day 4.
On a beautiful Friday.
On a beautiful Friday morning. They are heading into Phase 5 for what could be their final time before they are able to take the on-stream world first. As of course claimed earlier by Grind, just to... we haven't got that on the screen right now. Of course, who very successfully have managed to do it. So big congratulations to them. But we want to see it. We want to see this boss go down. And we want to make sure that we're present and giving them our energy. So, Merez, it's going to be dealing with some Fulgent Blades here, my man.
Yeah, we only have 10 minutes left. I think it should be enough for the phase the last time I checked.
Did we just get a 10-minute warning?
We just got a 10-minute warning. No, but we have the Fulgent Blades coming up, yeah? As always, we're going to follow our guy Tsuki, even though he has been sometimes getting hit, yeah. Maybe we need to be a little bit slower than him, right? We need to be really smooth.
Yes.
But not as smooth as him sometimes, yeah. So the main thing behind Fulgent Blade is we're gonna be inspecting the room. We're gonna activating the 5-head sense, and we're gonna be following around where the blades will basically collapse, and we will be moving into them.
Yeah, one really cool thing that's going to be happening here. 2 minutes actually being popped straight away. They've actually been using it sometimes during the Fulgent Blade.
Yeah, that was really horrible, probably.
It was terrifying, so I'm glad that they've decided to use it a little bit earlier, getting that burst damage out, but here they come.
Yeah, so here we're going into the big space, a big open space, waiting for the collapse of all the lines that you can see here already, that are indicated by the beautiful arrows, and I'm going to be dodging into this. It can look quite dangerous, but what is important is to stay around the boss inside the melee range and having full uptime here, because damage is indeed important, but of course getting hit is, or not getting hit is even more important.
Akmon's coming in, they're going to be separating here and then getting themselves ready for these upcoming towers and feathers.
It's a big tank spot mechanic. You got to angle the cleave away from that first tower, and you got to play the opposite color of tether that you receive. The first tank slash is coming in. It's going to be dark first, the light after, as we see the wings charging up. Both Alice and Narlock are in place. Dark Slash into the tether, done beautifully, but also very bloody for the entire team as they are taking it down, and we go again.
Damn shame there. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of confusion as to who was soaking what, and unfortunately, Lucrezia at the exact same time running into a very similar well, not a similar problem of that phase, but unfortunately falling down to the crystallized time. I was hoping for a double back-to-back phase 5, but hey-ho, we can only do so much. But tell you what, considering our two front runners have just wiped, and Kindred is working in the crystal phase, and my brainy no worky mini break, we're going to take ourselves a little bit of a 5 minutes here. Do not go anywhere. We will be back. We want to see these guys clear, and we want to be here with you for that. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a few.
おお、感動。合同じゃん。尻尾でかいね。変身。 さて、しゃぶりますか。
なんすかなんすかなんすかどんどん下がるこれ。窮屈やから。
3つのカンバセを持つ魂、その熱き鉄を彼の舌と手のひらに押し当て、嘘偽りの誓いを口にできないようにしたまえ。質問、あなたが最初に抱いた夢は？全ての人に私たちの歌を聴いてもらい、全ての人と一緒に歌うことでした。ただ理想の楽園が欲しかったのです。人々にここで笑い眠ってほしい。そんな些細な願いさえも叶えることはできませんでした。影が全てを覆い、現実は混乱に飲まれ、親しい人を守ることもできず、楽園とはこんなものではないはず。質問、あなたの夢は変わりましたか？わかりません。ですが、夢の地にいても牢獄の中にいるような人々を見てきました。自分を批判し、疑い、否定する。そして略奪され、抑圧され、搾取され、知らぬ間に幸福は彼らの元を去っていた。私が彼らの未来を作れるのなら、私が世界を照らす光になろう。質問、あなたの夢は叶いましたか？間違いなく。ご覧の通り、私が作り上げた楽園では、善は慰められ、弱きは守られ、罪は裁かれる。夢は実現したのです。では、周囲が静寂に満ちているのはなぜ？それは人々が眠り笑えないからです。いえ、ここで眠りたくないからですね。この美しい夢は私だけを残しました。最後の演者が退場すれば、舞台は幕を閉じる。では、最後の質問。生命体はなぜ眠るのか。それはいつか
俺が役中って遠回しに言われたストーリー皮膚科形成外科の入り口入って1時間半ぐらい待って、でようやくこじ開けて入り口入って、いや呼ばれたんだけど番号で部屋入って、ちょっと待って、俺まず番号はですね、どうなされましたって聞かれて、それで俺けどちゃんといやもうなんかいろんなシミュレーションしたんだよ。シミュレーションしたし、俺昨日ツイッターでリプもらって配信終わった後、それ問診票とか何書けばいいとか、先生に対してこうやって言えばいいとか、なんかアドバイスリップがね、何件かあったから全部スクショして、スマホに画像であったんだけど、それもちょっと待合室で見たりしたんだけど、それでも、もう、なんかいいやって、もうそんな細かくは言わないけど、開口一番、ちょっと、ここがあって、くわってやって、ここがって言って、ここちょっとこれ、自分で切っちゃってって、看護師さん2人いて、お薬手帳ありますかって言われて、お薬手帳持ってるから、お薬手帳渡して、で、なんか、他に飲んでるお薬、これ、あれあんすねって。これにあんすね。これにあんすね。これにあんすね。これお薬これ飲んでるんすね。これ飲んでるんですね。精神科ここ行ってるんですね。先生って、ね。先生来て。おっさんの先生来て。ね。推定50代かな。うわーって言われて、もう、困ったねってもうずっと言われた。困ったねこれどうしたのって、自分で切りましたって言って、このざっくり自分で切ったのって言われて、それ困ったねって、なんかもう、こう膨れ上がっちゃってるよって、膨れ上がっちゃってるよ、困ったねって。んで、困っちゃったねって、困っちゃった先生。困っちゃって。めっちゃ困っちゃって、で、困ったまま椅子座って、困ったねって、その後困ったまま、その先生のね、王座、玉座に座って、こんななんか書いてるふりしながら、何で切ったって言われたの？カミソリで切りましたって言って、どういうカミソリって言われて、どういうカミソリって言われて、いや、カミソリですって、イオンで買ったカミソリですって俺言って、なんかよくあれみたいな。そしたら、看護師の人がさ、先生が持ってきてって言って、看護師の人が、こういうカミソリって裏から持ってきて、まあカミソリ。このカミソリですかって。そうです。そのタイプのカミソリですって。で、お薬手帳さ、やっぱ、渡してるから、なるほど、そういった、なるほど、精神科行ってて、ここの病院行ってて、診断は何を受けてんのって、そううつ病ですって言って、で、仕事はって言われて。で、ミュージシャンやってますって。ミュージシャンって、まあ俺こういう時、もう嘘はつかないから、風俗行った時ぐらいだからさ、俺さ、こういうの嘘ついたことあんの。ね、風俗行った時はね、いろんなマルチでね、マルチタレントとしてやってたからね、なんか漁船乗ってますとか。もう、まあ普通に俺はミュージシャンですって言うんだけど、ミュージシャンですって言って、で、プロって言って、プロですって、はい。プロですって言って、で、バンド名はって言われて。バンド名はって言われて、一瞬つまずいて、ってなったんだけど、まあ俺も新生かまってちゃんってバンド名ですって言って、そしたら先生、新生かまってちゃんって、まあ別に笑ってないんだけど、新生かまってちゃんみたいな感じで言って、知ってるって、言われて、その他看護師さんね、2人に。そしたら看護師さん2人さ、なんかニヤニヤしてさ、ノーコメント。多分わかんない。知ってんだかよくわかんないけどさ、まあ、知んなかったんだろうな、多分な。全員知んなかったんだろうな、多分な。その後よ、ミュージシャン薬やってるよねとかさ、いや、確かこんな感じで、ミュージシャンって薬やってるよねって。俺薬って、最初ね、俺はね、精神薬のことだと思った。その後、これマジなんだけど、チャゲアスのアスカさんのこと言って、その人、アスカ、 アスカも、そう、ちょっとおかしかったみたいな言ってて。そう、マジで。それで、そういうこと言って、だから曲作ったり、なんかさ、パート聞かれたんだ。何やってんのって。ボーカルですって。ギターとかボーカルで、ギター大丈夫なのって。ギターは、最近練習で弾けましたって言って。で、曲とか、作ったりとかしてんのって。はい、曲作ってますって。作詞できんのってずっと言ったんだよね。先生。その後。作詞、なんかわかんない。それはもう独り言なのか俺に言ってんのかわかんないんだけど、作詞できんの？作詞できんだ。作詞で、いや、すげえ作詞できんだ。みたいな。なんか、そこ行ってて、作詞って、あとね、女性のミュージシャン、なんだっけな、忘れてた、女性のミュージシャンの人のなんか、昔のっぽい、なんだっけ、その人のもうなんか例出してて、なんかそう、なんかあの人も作詞できるんだよな、みたいな、なんかよくわかんないけど、もう半分独り言みたいな感じだよ、もう。そう、それで、ちょっと、またあれ、経過見るからって。そう。また来てって。経過見るからって。それで裏行って、看護師さんが、なんかこうやって、なんかこうやってやってくれて、でも、行った後、看護師さん2人は、マジで、大変失礼いたしましたって。それを言われた。失礼しましたって言われても、いや、全然なんか話しやすい先生で、全然よかったです、みたいな感じで俺は言って、で、はい。そんな感じです。はい。以上。傷の具合の説明なんかあったの？困ったな、膨れ上がってるよ。俺マジなんだけど。なんか傷の状態言われた？だから膨れ上がってる。困った。
Hello everyone, and welcome back to this beautiful good morning show that we have at this point. Yeah, at 5 a.m. or almost 6 a.m. I'm joined by Alex and Lethy for some world first on stream action that we will hopefully see soon whenever Echo and Lucretia decide to enter phase 5. We will be swapping over to them.
The thing is that they've just enjoyed prog so much that you don't want it to end too soon. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you get your money's worth when you're fighting these ultimate bosses, right? That's the only reason.
It can't just end, right? That's why you need to drag it out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You need to make a bit more of a story of it. But no, in all seriousness, they've been playing out of their minds since 9 this morning. Yesterday morning.
It has been 20 hours then. Yeah.
Rookie number.
I mean, they started at 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they ended early last.
Yeah, I went
2 nights ago. Where are we? True.
Yeah. No, yesterday. I mean, whatever. I came here at 9 as well, and they've been playing since then.
You've been up since 9?
No, I woke up at 8.
Man, I got up at like midday.
I woke up at 8 a.m. and I was like, guys, today's a great day because my casting shift starts tomorrow at 11 a.m. and I think now I can just go seamlessly into the casting shift tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yeah,
yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's just efficient use of time. That's all it is.
Definitely not losing any of them.
Oh, sleep it.
そしたら学校辞める。俺は辞めた。俺は辞めた。辞めるのも勇気いるよ。そうだよ。めちゃめちゃ勇気振り絞った親とも戦争になったし、親とも戦争になったし、もう親父と、俺はだから親父とものすごい戦争だったね。親父と。やばかったもん。親父ともう、本当に。でもそれも最初だけだけどね。親父と戦争って言うけど、それも別に最初だけだけど。だからいろいろ、俺自身はその時いろいろあったんだよ。俺高校1年生で辞めたんだけど、高校1年生辞めるタイミングでちょっといろいろあって、家庭もいろいろあってそう。学校辞めて正解だと当たり前じゃん。学校辞めてなかったら俺ここにいないよ。ここにいません。お前らと喋れてなかったよかったね。あの時ののこさんに感謝しな。あの時ののこさんの勇気に感謝しな。俺も感謝してる。まあ勇気っていうか、あれ勇気じゃなくて、あれ本当に俺ね、真面目な話、あの時が一番俺、精神病やばかったから、 今はさ、まあそううつ病は残ってるかもしんないけど、大体ね、なんかうつ病とかではないし、なんかエセメンヘラみたいな感じな部分あるから、いや、10代の頃がやっぱ10代の頃が一番俺やばかった。幻聴聞こえたりとか、これ何回も言うけど、幻聴とか、聞こえてて、幻聴がすごかったの。もう発狂しちゃったもん。俺もう発狂しちゃったの。もうなんか、みたいなもう。家帰って、まあここの家帰って、もうなんか机ひっくり返すぐらいのなんか、みたいなもう感じになって、そう。でもって、もう、おい、りょうすけってそれ覚えてる親父もさ、親父をりょうすけ。そう、まあ、親父もお袋もさ、ママもさ、幻聴とか、あとやっぱり実際問題俺はいじめられて、被害妄想。いじめられてるみたい。その時実際ね、いじめられてはいなかったんだよ、高校の時は。高校の時は、俺だから小学校、中学校でめちゃめちゃいじめられてて、でもそれの名残があってさ、でもって高校1年にさ、私立行ったんだけど、私立行けばなんかね、いいメンツなんかさ、結構健全なメンツになると思ったら全然違くてさ、だからすげえヤンキーみたいなやつもいっぱいいてさ、ヤンキーみたいなやつもいっぱいいたの自分のクラス。その時にモノくんと会ったんだけど、モノくんもいたんだけど、モノくんもむしろモノくんがいじめられてたな。むしろ、どっちかってその時は。俺がいじめられたって言うと、まあ俺はいじめられてない。俺はけどね、同じスクールバスで高校行ったんだけど、そのスクールバスの中で、そこの女どもにすごいなんか言われてた。それはマジで。あとは、ロックバンド部入ったんだけど、ロックバンド部の中で女どもに俺は言われてた。モノくん強かったんでしょって何が強かったって、いや、あいつは別に強かったって、どういう強さモノくんが強かったって言ってもさ、モノくんだってさ、別にさ、あれだよ、本当にモノくんこそいじめられた野球部に。俺のクラス野球部とかもいて、俺は、吐いたりしない薬とお酒飲んで、いや、僕吐いたりしたことありませんね。気絶したことはあるけど。昔ね、青森のね、ニコ生配信、ホテル配信でさ、お前ら知ってるやついっぱいいると思うけど、あれガチだからね。あれガチで俺、気絶したからね。精神薬。あれ死んでるかと思った。動画見せたいな。ね。俺一回配信で気絶配信したことあるんだよ。昔。見たい？ニコニコにあるよ。YouTube に載せて、いや、ニコニコ動画にあるよ。言ったら今も今日動画流せる環境にあるね、パソコンだから。いや、見せてやるよ、後で。噂に落書きされたやつ、そう。あの時あれ下手したら死んでたんだよ、俺。マジで。なんですよね。
このままじゃマイナス40万典型的な負け犬トレーラーにいびきした怖いいびき怖いいや、あの時はだから精神薬めっちゃ飲んでたからね、俺ね。20代前半だ。あれ、いつだっけあれ、俺が25歳の時かな。25、6歳。26歳か。26歳の時俺が。そうそう、精神薬飲みまくって、
だからもうメジャーデビューしたてでプレッシャーがいっぱいあって、それがもうなんかもうね、そういろいろ来ちゃって、もうねすごい OD した。そう、めっちゃ OD した。めっちゃ飲んだよ俺、あの時。リーゼとマイスリーだかなんかわかんねえけど。だからもうやめてね。いや、あの時もう気絶したのはあの時ぐらい、マジで。あの時けど下手したら本当に死んでたからね。死んで伝説になってましたね。知らなくてよかったね。いや、そんなこと言うけど、お前らさ、死んだ。いや、優しい。お前ツイキャスだからこんなん言って、ニコ生だったら死ぬべよかったりとか、お前らコメント打ってたらこんなやるな。いや、ツイキャスだからさ、今さ、ね、知らなくてよかったの子さんとか言うけどさ、お前ら、これニコ生だったら絶対、死んどきゃよかったのね、お前、あの時な。ね、お前、劣化したお前なんか見たくなかったよとか。
よーし、冬休みは全部後藤さんチンポだけで遊びましょう。後藤さん、どこ行きたい？毎日チンポ作りましょうね。そんな毎日はチンポしたくない。考えておきます。うん。
If you get to that 21k mark. Hey, the next time we're not getting a hop at 21k. That was a joke. Please don't.
The next time you're in Berlin, just hit me up and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll report back with our findings.
I think the neighbors might report back.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Hey, they've not knocked on my door for yelling about us.
Then you say.
But I've also not played hard past 9 p.m. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're responsible.
No, I'm not.
Pop down, screaming.
To be fair, I can't call my upstairs neighbors until like 6 a.m.
Neighbors be damned, I guess.
I'm actually so surprised. Sometimes the neighbors as well, I hear them most random stuff, like the middle of the night. Or they start at 8 p.m. I think they were rearranging their bathroom. They were like screwing into the wall or whatever. And I was like, okay. And they were doing that for one day for like 2 hours. I was like, okay. And this happened for like 5-6 days. And I swear they were just renovating the whole apartment, I think.
What, like in the middle of the night?
No, they always start in the evening. Yeah.
Well, they might come home from work and do it.
I mean,
that
I
makes
guess.
a little bit of sense,
It was really weird. I was really surprised.
It's when you hear those noises and then realize that the neighbors have been moved out for 3 months.
レズ勉強しよう。
And the ghost has been working.
勉強しよう。
It looks fantastic. Ghost renovation coming to a TV channel near you. Oh man, they're going to be heading off later into this phase as we have indeed got a pull from Echo that looks pretty good, but what looks even better is that Kindred have actually managed to get back into phase 5. They are the most consistent right now at seeing phase 5, so perhaps we can have a little pop over to the Kindred Pov. Here we go. Spam this move to help clear through. Any kill at this point will be a well-deserved one. Kindred, I've kind of put down as maybe needing one more wipe in this phase in order for them to kind of get used to the polarizing strike mechanic. But let's have a little bit of a look. We will follow them in their journey, making sure that we do, of course, check in with the other teams as they get to phase 5 as well. Fingers crossed they're able to fix any sort of mechanical issues I was having, which was mainly with those towers during the Paradise Regain casts. So we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. No, they've been an exceptional team. Let's see if we can get it done. Hopefully there's cows in our chat right now as well. I haven't got chat up, but... okay, but do they have access to the cow mode? Oh. Apparently not using the cow mode chat. Fair enough.
The good thing about this last phase is all you got to do is move. We're going to leave it at that.
So the first mechanic.
Yeah, the first mechanic, we have Fulgen Blade, right? And of course we're going to be dodging here. Also this team has opted out to use 2 minutes old cooldowns potion, big
Yeah, big dam indeed. Something that can be quite difficult to do whilst dodging all of these waves. However, let's see if they're able to maintain uptime. Did I just see their melee DPS just go for a positional? That is pure Dragoon madness. They are pulling away a little bit there just to be safe than sorry, as they're going to be spreading apart for these upcoming Akmorn casts. Just spread enough as we're going to be going into these towers, Lithy. Of course, this is the problem that they had last time.
Indeed, this is a fairly spicy tank swap mechanic, so your tanks gotta be on top of their game. It's two people soaking this tower while the cleaves are going out. You see a light tether, so the first slash will be dark. It's gonna be taken by the second slash will be dark. It will be taken by one of the tanks. Then you swap, rotate the boss to make sure no one gets cleaved while soaking the tower, and a clean execution here from Kindred.
Yeah, now we have the more spicy mechanic upcoming that we will also see how they will handle this. The polarizing strikes, they opt out to play the echo in quotation strat currently, where they have the tanks in the front. They're doing a quick swap, moving up the melee. We got a small damage down here, but as long as they have a... they also lost a member on the way. Maybe they can lift the remaining strikes and pick them up, but we have lost both healers and the tank. Yeah, this has been a little bit of a disaster, but this was, I think, also looking at the percentage, this was the first time they have been properly reaching here, so this was good progress for them.
They could potentially cheese their way through, actually. Do you mind if we keep watching Kindred just for a mo? To see if they're going to be doing any LB3 healer cheese on the other end.
I
they
see
use
a
tank
wall.
LB.
Yeah, never mind.
Let's see if they can still get through. Their healers do survive. They are going to be going into a dance phase where, in theory, all the healers need to do is res, and they are going to be going for that res onto that red mage. However, it did get interrupted, I believe, by an auto attack. No, here comes the res up onto Uni, as we're going to be going through our second set of dancers. Of course, not looking for a kill necessarily in this particular pull anymore, but certainly looking for more practice. The fact they're managing to get through one cycle, all that went wrong though was someone didn't leave one of the strikes soon enough. That was the only thing that went wrong, and it cascaded from there. They're certainly going to try, though, if they can get 2 more reses out, that red mage doing anything they can to try and get the mana back, but unfortunately not enough people alive, not enough available for the Arkmorns. Very good dodging, though.
This was really amazing. I must say the dodges has been, they were on point, right? I think no one got hit. I mean, then of course
they did really well considering. I was like trying to recover a pull.
If you have a Dragoon playing really just to the wall like this, then how are you even ever?
着用符を見なきゃいけないんだよな。だんだん学校にこの箱。これ全部マイナスやけど、全部マイナス表記やけど、後で全部プラスになります。これ覚えておいてくださいね。適当。
今回はガチでぶっ壊れ性能だろ。これは絶対引けと運営からの強いメッセージを感じるよな。ガチでどうしたらいいのか教えてくれに対する開拓者様たちの反応集です。ではどうぞ。
サンデーマジでやばくね。こいつは今後のスタレ界を牽引していくキャラだろ。
強いのはわかるんだが、ストーリーで出番終わったら即上位キャラ出すのってものすごいソシャゲっぽいムーブだよな。ホヨバも所詮はソシャゲメーカーってこったって、分かってたろお前ら。
それは最初からそうじゃん。決済。
目が曇ってるだろうなが。ランハは低運で大化けする。限定キャラが露骨に片落ちになった初のステルプ。
文化開拓者。
飛行場地。
まあ。
アントネ猫は国室に火がでも
どこに
上心。
俺は三上的。
ごめんだも。
可能ってあやその鳥に
光るという。さんで実際
強いと実際結構強いとは思うぞ。
超専用だから OK。でもさ3で指定しためても一つできるかどうかですもん。
いつ死ぬか怖くなる。いや俺は死は怖くない。死は怖くない。だって未だに自殺とか考えるもん。俺さ俺さ自殺とかさ未だに考えるんだよね。そう最近も自殺してもいいなって思ったりとかさ。いや別に俺最近メンタルはさ安定してんだよ本当に。メンタルは安定してんの。考えるよ自殺。人生だるい。いやなんか違う、僕ね本当にねメンタルは安定してんだよ。メンタル安定してるんだけどなんかもう分かんない、何なんだろうね。もうなんか自殺しよっかなとかさ、なんかさ思ったりなんかね、配信外で一人で真っ暗な部屋の中で家ででもこれマジで死んで自殺俺やっぱね自殺も無理。強迫神経症じゃなくて、いや違う、俺ねやっぱね昔っからね自殺っていうものに対して俺はね昔から自殺っていう普通に考えちゃうの分かる。だから俺別に今鬱とかじゃないんだよ。ほんとメンタル安定してんだよ。ダウナーじゃなくてもそう。今ね俺はねほんと自殺ってやっぱ魅力感じてるんだよ。サイズで自殺連呼するねいや別にいいだろいや自由の場だろサイゼリアで自殺連呼しても。いや魅力か。魅力だから何が魅力かっていうと、やっぱさ自分でさ自分のことを殺すって魅力的だと思ってさ、やっぱガンとかやっぱ俺もさこの35歳になってさやっぱなんかガンとかなんかやっぱ健康的にさやっぱ20代に比べて病気するようになったんだよ。俺もさ外的要因で死にたくない。そういうこと。自分で自分のことをさやっぱさね人生けじめとも違うか、なんか締められるって、自分で自分の人生終わらせられるってすごい魅力的だと思うっていう意味で。そういうなんか僕はねなんか思ったりする。だから今でもね本当に俺メンタルは本当にね20代より全然安定してんだよ。マジで。20代の時の方がなんか死にたいみたいな、うつだとかね、うつ病なんかうつっぽかったみたいな感じあったんだけど、30過ぎてからはそういうの減ってって、でもやっぱまたそれとは別になんかそれわかるっしょ。寿命がいい。大島死んだら普通に寂しいぞ。いやそこはまあお前らはねあるかもしんないけど終わり方の美学みたいな、なんかいや美学ってわかんないけど、迷惑かかりそうしたら迷惑もなんかかけるだろうな。のこさんは太宰と同じ病気だな。そうなの？太宰治と同じ病気なの俺って。どういうこと？それは知らん。芥川龍之介の自殺の動機に近い。そういうこと？どうなんだろう。将来のぼんやりとした不安っていうわけじゃないよ。将来にぼんやりとした不安も別になくはないけど、それとはまた違うんだよ。自分で自分の人生を終わらすっていう。自分で自分の人生をなんかなんか終わらすっていう、なんか病原菌とか他殺とかそういうものじゃなくて、それに対してそう。
Good players have been able to kill it with any class, right? It's not a job even. It's not an issue in that sort of sense. But optimally, it might be like, they're not going to be able to help with these specific AoEs. Now, they've got a little element of it. Still maybe...
パスワードを使い回すな、というけど、パスワードが増えすぎて対処困難。
I'm just glad that Faint's used in AoE.
なレイムです。そのうち全組み合わせが枯渇するかも。マリサだぜ。今回は超危険なファイル、非再帰的ジップ爆弾について解説します。爆弾とつく時点で不穏な感じがする。ということで早速解説していきます。
I must admit, I was surprised to see the healer comps be so set, but we have seen a little bit of
再帰的ジップ爆弾を説明する前に、まずは圧縮と展開の仕組みについて。圧縮って、では、そう思われがちです。7文字まで減らせました。データ量がロシーファイルなの。方がなくなるまで処理が続きました。今回はたまたまそうだ。でも、ウイルスじゃなくて、だいぶ圧縮率が高くなる。ジップ爆弾ではなんと、4005ペタバイト、4500テラバイトもの、巨大ファイルとなります。天文学的数字。再帰的ジップ爆弾がいかに恐ろしいものか、お分かりいただけましたか？まあ、どうせ途中で処理が止まるし、気づいたら止めれば、もし、サーバーとかで自動実行されたらどうなる？あ。そんなわけで、皆さんは怪しい圧縮ファイルを見つけたら、絶対にすぐに開かずに、ちゃんと確認しましょう。そんなのセキュリティの基本中の基本だよな。ということで、次回は、281テラバイトのジップ爆弾を展開してみます。それ、できるのか？
Yeah, that's certainly a sprint angle, and Expedient's certainly helping out a lot with that. I'll be interested to see what grinds out.
社会課題
I imagine it would be relatively similar, but I think it goes like I would say the majority of classes are close enough right now that it's very you know what I mean? Like I think everything is in the raid. There might be some classes where like some
自分のポケットを見るといい。
might be a little bit more extreme. I wouldn't say
ロビーへの戻り方を教えてくれないか。
セット完了。
ねえちょっとやめなよ。そういうことするの。
こんなのただの遊びっしょ。切るぜ。坂本の野郎。
And spices power so fast. There was a slowly big circle. There was
a よくぞ俺の助走を見破ったな。一目でわかるわ。気持ち悪い。
Come on! Phased out over the course of the last 24 hours, slowly seeping their way back in. Fortunately, though, due to the more lenient damage requirements,
自然にしてろよ。
ultimate boss. I'm just using WoW terminology. Yeah, it is getting that way. But yeah, because it is a lot more lenient in terms of the damage that you actually need. It's making it so that these mistakes can happen, they can res up and they can keep going, which is a bit of a surprise. I'll be interested to see what the overall community reaction is to this fight once the dust is settled, as to the overall difficulty of it, both in terms of a damage check and a mechanical check. From someone who spent a good deal of time, probably an unhealthy amount of time, watching guilds prog this so far, and I don't know how you guys feel about this actually. I'm certainly moving towards it being towards the easier end of ultimates. Maybe not the easiest. We've got things like Ultimate Weapon Ultimate, obviously, which is, you know, a lot easier. But it's obviously quite a lot older. But in terms of recent times, I'd probably put this maybe even before DSR in terms of difficulty. I don't know what you guys think, though.
Yeah, we didn't meet the
Okay,
damage check.
no, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, from my perspective at least, I've only ever heard the horror stories of the previous. I've heard the horror stories of top, so I mean, it must be easier than top for sure. And for DSR, I've been watching you guys prog it as a blind raid, and
well, when we prog anything, we make it look really hard.
It was really hard looking at you guys. I was like, I'm not ever progging this one. But I mean, I think in terms of the damage requirements and whatnot and everything I've been hearing as well about the ultimates, it's definitely more on the easier end.
Yeah.
But I think it is a nice shift in for me personally, because I'm a big only mechanics fan. Like I really enjoy cool, interesting mechanics and whatnot, and I think there's a lot of these cool, interesting mechanics that are being played here.
Obviously, damage requirement maybe a little bit low, but overall, I think the mechanics are really what is popping in.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's an interesting question. I think there's a few really good aspects to it, some really interesting mechanics. We were talking about this. I don't even remember if it was earlier today or yesterday.
The concept of time has become quite fluid at this time of the morning.
Time is a wobbly thing. Time is soup.
I like soup.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm down.
But
Okay, sorry.
outside of
I mean, getting us food. I mean, soon restaurants open again, and then we can get some soup.
True. I mean, or to be fair, your average German kebab stall is open. So
nice.
You can get some döner. That is definitely working. So, I think I'm gonna place it somewhere in the middle. It was approaching like an 8 out of 10 for me when we were still discussing P5 not being the end. But now that we know that P5 is indeed the end, I think I'm gonna go and have to downgrade it to 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
What, in terms of difficulty, or?
No, in terms of overall
okay.
rating. Like, mechanic design, fight storytelling, fight flow, tuning is a big thing, I think. Although, look, the storytelling is beautiful. I think the tuning, the DPS checks, I think, carry with it a little bit of the aftertaste we've seen throughout the most of Dawn Trails so far. The first Savage Tier, the X-Trials, a lot of things on the easier side in terms of the DPS requirement, which is not necessarily something bad, but if you're used to challenges like Top, like DSR, then you go in with different expectations, and I think the expectations are an important part of this discussion, because if you went into this with 0 expectations as your first ultimate, for example, I think you're gonna have a really good time. If you are a seasoned veteran that has cleared multiple of the other ultimates, some of the hardest ones in Top and DSR, for example, I think maybe you'll be a little bit underwhelmed, but still more on the beautiful side in terms of storytelling and cinematic presentation. This one definitely is up there.
Yeah, I like, mechanically speaking, I'm still incredibly interested in getting this ultimate down, and it has certainly become more achievable. So, like, as someone who doesn't want to spend necessarily every night on it, but rather just have like maybe 2 or 3 nights on it, this is now an ultimate that I feel is something that I'm quite excited to do and get it done maybe before next tier.
I remember you sitting here like a day or a half ago when we were progging this ultimate relativity, and at the end of it you were just saying, I don't know, man. I can't solve this.
Yeah, well, that was mainly with the crystallized time.
No, right,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, crystallized time, and I really feel that's where the mechanics have certainly elevated themselves to a closer level of difficulty, where you're going up towards more of the Top and DSR Roth Flames, or some of the trios that you're dealing with in Phase 5 of Top. Especially that first trio at the top of in Phase 5 is something real unholy. So it's yeah, that element of it is you know, it's still got that vicious bite quite late into the fight, but it's yeah, I would say it's certainly towards the easier side of it. I'm incredibly excited to get as I say, my hands on it. I think a lot of people will be. In terms of the truly hardcore, I think that those who are really looking for that incredible, like a equivalent to Top or a equivalent to DSR in terms of difficulty, are not going to be able to get it in this ultimate. But whether or not that's an issue for the majority of people, for me personally, it's not. I think it's okay that occasionally an ultimate is perhaps on the easier side. I just hope that it was intentional, you know, to do that. Okay, cool. So just heard from production that we are indeed just going to quickly pop over and have ourselves a little break. You guys aren't going to miss out on any of the action, though. We'll be back very, very shortly. Do not go anywhere. us whilst we was on our little bit of technical break there, but we are back in the action. That's slam. See you later, Bard. Hopefully we'll be able to get them back up. These return positions seem a little bit jank, but I think they will pay off. Let's see if we can send half the raid into there. No, they actually have got these rather spread return positions, but it was sufficient. Unfortunately, our monk going down here. They're still going to have 3 players on one, 4 players on another. The bosses are incredibly high HP, and one of them is also quite high, hopefully doing a little bit more damage towards our friend Heidel in here, getting them lower and lower. Let's see if they're able to pull it off. This is going to be incredibly tight for Lucrezia to do. The res is going out. They're going to see what they can do. Unfortunately, those casts are getting lower and lower, and unfortunately, Memory's End is going to wipe them out. Hopefully, that pull is just...
大量に開いたブラウザのタブ、打ち上げ準備完了。成功です。
ポケモンスリープをもっと便利に。ポケモン GO プラスプラス。お手伝いポケモンが1匹増える。ライトキャップをかぶったピカチュウがお手伝い。さらに専用アチーブメントを達成すれば500ダイヤゲット。ボタンを押すだけ簡単睡眠計測。さあ、もっと充実したポケモンスリープを。ポケモン GO プラスプラス。ポケモン GO を一緒に遊ぶとさらにボーナスもらえる。
ゲーマーにありがちな夜更かし生活。
次当たるよ。前前前前前前。いや、ラスト1枚いけるいける。ナイス、オッケー、ナイス。
そして分かっちゃいるけどやめられない深夜の食事。そんな罪悪感は、豆乳飲んでチルしていこう。
落ち着く。
ゲーマーの健康管理室。
もう一回やろう。
決断できるトレーダーにとって選択肢の数はチャンスの数だ。
世界中の銘柄を網羅する CFD。 自分を信じて進む人へ。
愛知証券。
ぐっすり寝ると体に心に力が湧いてくる。実は睡眠は毎日を人生を豊かにできるんだ。挑戦しよう。まず寝よう。眠れない夜に
class almost comparable. Some people have said better than Reaper. Reaper, funnily enough, although it's underrepresented right now, maybe its numbers aren't what people are expecting as an example, but their ability to pull, to go into those enshrouded phase multiple times is incredible. What is also incredible is that after nearly 20 hours of gameplay, Echo once again are heading into the crystallized time phase. Let's see if people can remember if they're playing a video game.
Indeed. There's the Aero Express shipment of a group coming right at you. Everyone's soaking nicely, dodging the waves, and of course, next you will be looking to get rid of that Worm's Claw if you have it, and of course, the good old rewind positioning. Oh, that's looking a little bit spicy. I have the feeling that Narlock didn't quite get there. Suki gonna be blown to the wall, so is Arami. And I have a bad feeling about this, Alex.
Such
There's one
devastation.
Oh, they hit the crystal.
Yeah. No, the whole thing was super cooked.
I mean, that was... They did not know how to play video games anymore. Yeah, I think they had a little bit of a...
Well, that gives Lucrezia the opportunity to try and get that kill. Let's see what they are able to do. We got a $10 donation in from Ferderia Pyre, who says, will Mogtalk and Echo be planning something for Cloud of Darkness Chaotic? I would love another stream, a charity stream. That's on Christmas.
Oh,
probably not.
No.
I think I did see Frosty in chat earlier, strangely enough. Or I remember seeing a message somewhere in terms of tracking it. I think he said if it didn't die within the first 24 hours, he might keep an eye on to see what's going on. But I think it's largely expected that a group or several statics will kind of merge, go in there and absolutely annihilate that thing.
Yeah, the new alliance raid, Savage alliance raid, right?
Yeah, where you only have what we expect to be one boss, which is going to be the Cloud of Darkness, which was the one of the bosses from the alliance raid all the way back in A Realm Reborn. It was like one of the first sort of like big alliance raid bosses, as well as a fight that we fought in the Eden raid series, funnily enough, with E9. Where it was like a reworked version of it, where the floor was like if you stood on the floor for too long, it would slowly disappear underneath you.
Yes,
and if two people went on it, then it just instantly disappeared, and you had to like kind of vie for positions and give each other space. Apparently that mechanic is coming in an alliance raid, man. It's gonna be nasty.
Kind of sad we didn't get tile PvP here in this Ultimate, honestly.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I think Ultimate Tiles is something that even Yoshi P's like, nah, dude. I'll give you that on the chaotic.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah. That'll be absolutely fine. But one thing that I think is really nice about the upcoming Chaotic Alliance raid is that it is tuned for 24 people. You're able to enter it with as little as 12. But it doesn't scale. So, like, it sounds like it's going to be a ridiculously difficult thing to do with 12, but maybe a fun challenge mode for you and your friends to give a go. As well as each new person you bring into it increases the rewards. So you're encouraged to bring people and help people go through it, as well as time-limited, like, bonus areas. So, like, every now and then, the rewards that you get from completing it will be increased. So instead of you getting like one totem at the end of it, you might get 2 as an example per person who hasn't cleared it before. So they're trying out lots of weird little things, like once every day at a random point, like for a few hours. It's like, go and do this, you get extra rewards. It's like, okay. So I think it's a really, really fun idea. I love to see Square experimenting with things. One criticism levied towards them, rightfully or wrongfully, is that they can really play it safe with their the content that they provide. You know, sometimes, you know, just kind of doing incredibly good content, but the content that we've seen before, so sometimes you don't really get brand new things, but they've been trying some stuff here and there, and I really like them dipping their toes in the water, such as with the Criterion dungeons, as well as this new Chaotic Alliance raid. These sorts of things I think are really, really cool, and hopefully we see more of those sorts of things in the future, just trying stuff out, and if it's turns out to be a bit trash, it's like, oh well, we gave it a go. You know, we tried something new, right?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. We still give you the normal good stuff, but here's our spicy meal.
I mean, it's always nice to have some new flavor, and even if it's not so good, they can get some feedback, incorporate the feedback into other features in the future, and just go from there, right? That's the best thing.
Exactly, and I think that is also one of the biggest things that Yoshida has said before we went into Dawn Trail itself, kind of looking at what to expect and what they were planning to do. A lot of it was based around the idea of really just trying a bunch of things and seeing what people like. So if that expands to more intense and more interesting versions and experiments with encounter design, I am here for it.
Blitzball. That is all.
That is all. Then you just drop the name and you leave. You're like, yeah, that's what I need.
Even though I've done nothing but say how Blitzball isn't necessarily a good thing at all, but I'm just like, yep, Blitzball. Or Lucrezia deciding that the ultimate relativity is going to live up to its name. A little bit of confusion, a lack of focus, causing them to have a little bit of a mistake. That's giving Echo the opportunity to potentially rush on ahead with this. Very interesting indeed. But they've still got to get a long way through, about 17 odd minutes until the point of the fight where they're going to actually see those kills come in. But we will see. Kindred at the moment also still playing, making their way into that phase. They have done the requisite pull where, oh, okay, we screwed up how the lines go. We now know how those particular polarizing strikes go. So now I'm starting to think they can start doing Lucrezia pulls, they can start doing Echo pulls, and as much as it looks on the leaderboard like a two-person race, as soon as you've gone through one cycle, for anyone who's just tuning in, of that last set of phase mechanics, it just cycles one more time, and then an extra third, and then the boss is like, oh crap, we've run out of time.
What am I gonna do?
Quickly, enrage. So yeah.
No, I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, you basically told them, please wipe one more time, and then you can kill the boss. So
yeah,
now they are on the we're killing the boss train, right?
I've given them permission.
Yeah, that's great.
I have given them permission.
They've paid the fat boss tax.
Yes. No. Everyone has to. Yeah. It's Roger messages me during WoW races as well, and I'm like, not yet.
No,
not yet. I did not give it permission.
Wait, are you like the puppet master behind all the...
I am. I'm the storyline. It's all
You're
scripted.
the storyteller,
Did you not know this was all scripted?
No, I know I'm living in a
Dude,
scripted
we
timeline,
recorded this like in 2023.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm convinced that I'm living a scripted life. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you the least the main character in your story?
No.
Oh, damn, dude. that is the biggest mood I think I've heard all day, man. That is a bad one. Oh, mate. Super relatable. Super relatable. Ah, dearie me. So, as we have got Kindred working on it, and indeed, now I've given them my permission, they can indeed get much further on. It's a pretty normal arc in terms of the way that the last phase story of progression is seemingly shaping up, that you're kind of expecting that last wipe before something is really going to start kicking off, and Kindred have been known to really lock in and do super well. We saw earlier, it's been a little while since we've seen some consistent phase 5s, but there was a point where they got like 2 or 3 phase 5 pulls like back to back, or at least within like a short time.
Yeah. I mean, they were doing really good, and then now we have permission, so I mean, hopefully they get back to it. They're currently on Ultimate Relativity, so I mean, there's still 5 minutes to go, but I mean, they're getting there.
And it is all to play for indeed. We can also see Cryle making their way back from their break. A team once again that was very far ahead, seemingly hitting that crystallized time wall that really is just like, oh, by the way, this is an ultimate. You can laugh at my damage checks, but do this mechanic, you know.
Yeah.
So it seems that they are indeed back. Cryle, an amazing team. So really excited to see what they are also able to pull out as we're entering the early hours today. We will see how well these teams can play.
I can't wait for the moment Rooker or Jordan or G come walking through the door and just look at us like, what are you guys doing?
They've come to take us out.
Hello? What are you here?
Hello?
Why are you here?
If Jordan's going to come in all happy, she's such a joyous creature.
She slept like 10, 12 hours. We're sitting here on no sleep, and she's like, oh.
And she's like, hello. I'm like, I want to die.
In-game.
Yes, no, in-game, of course. So, as we are making our way through, though, we do have a couple more donations that I would love to get to. We have got a $10 donation in from Wilder, who says, it's been incredible getting to follow the action across the last few days. Thank you to all of the casters and production team for making such an amazing event. Thank you for changing literally 10 children's lives. Every dollar raised is a child reached, which is an absolutely fantastic thing about the Games for Love charity. So thank you so much for your generous donation. And the same goes, of course, out to TK with another $10. It says, TY, everyone involved with the Race to World first stream, best in a while. You're all cute and based. Aww. I like it when people lie to me. It's lovely.
No, we already told you you're hot.
I am rather warm. Is the AC back on? Actually, did we turn it back on?
No, we had it on, and now it's off.
Okay, fair enough.
Windows. I put it on blast while we were out for a break. So when we came back in, it was nice and
yeah, it did feel good. But now I'm slowly heating up.
It's getting there, yeah.
Like a terrible old oven.
But
just
you know, Alex,
heating up.
we're in Germany. We have windows.
It's called Stoßlüften.
Yeah, we can Stoßlüften.
I feel very
I'm
out
sorry
of place.
Baris, I'm sorry to tell you, but there is multiple windows open already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have windows open.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. No, we're all good. We're all good. We got a $10 donation in from Anonymous, who says they just need to adjust a picto or buff more jobs if they want to make DPS checks tighter again. Interesting. The idea of
the class being too good.
Yeah, if one class is too good and you balance it around, you know, so say that, you know, we have one class that is 20% ahead of the others. If you balance it for the worst classes to be able to defeat, when you bring the best classes, you just kind of stomp on it. That's one sort of theory, perhaps. I don't think, obviously, there is a disparity of 20%, mind you. But of course, there has been a very strong showing, especially from Pictomancer. I think they've had enough time to recognize the strength of Pictomancer and make the adjustments necessary. One of the things, of course, with the Savage race, with those buffs coming in beforehand, that was one of the points where they were just like, yeah, maybe we did the tuning a little bit wrong because of the class tuning. We didn't necessarily take that into account correctly for the Savage tier tuning. It is what it is, whoopsies. You'd expect that, especially with an ultimate, something that the tuning is arguably more important than the Savage in terms of making sure you really hit that note correctly. You would expect that this is intentional, not a mistake. I'm happy to say that unless it's like an outward bug, which we've, touch wood, been very fortunate to actually miss this ultimate, so big shout-outs to the Square team for that. Unless the players are like, actually, we've been doing this thing to avoid this bug this entire time, but assuming it's acting as it should do, then, you know, that's, they've done very well, and I assume everything else that isn't bug is intentional.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I think the general discussion about tuning in Dawntrail so far is one that is very valid because, and I feel like a bunch of people have talked about this in their Dawntrail reviews and just generally talking about this expansion release. It feels like a little bit this expansion is geared more towards returning players, new players, attracting an audience that maybe is not as hardcore of a veteran. And with that hand in hand, I would assume it's not too bad of a decision to go for a slightly softer tuning and make encounters in general a little bit more approachable. So maybe that is something we'll see throughout Dawntrail, and once we move past Dawntrail to whatever comes next, we might then kind of hold the reins a little bit closer again, make it spicy.
Yeah, you know, the whole idea of this expansion, especially in terms of its story, of course, is that it's like a fresh entrance, right?
Yeah.
So, I wonder if they are taking that into account in terms of their difficulty, in terms of like, you know, we're attracting new players, this is a fresh start. In theory, you could ignore all previous content, and this would be a great starting point for you to experience all levels of content in that same way, you know, so that could be the philosophy. I don't know, I'm just chatting nonsense.
I mean, it's not nonsense, but I would say a new player is probably not going to be fly into the ultimate right away, right?
Generally speaking, it depends on where they come from. Quite a lot of the people that have been new players that have come and raided, like, you know, so they're players from MMOs and stuff.
But it's like
if you're brand new to MMOs,
players,
yes. Yeah, well, it depends. It depends on how, like, crazy you are at the game, I suppose. And if you can, like, I think a large portion of raiding is, you know, the sort of social etiquette that comes with it, right? So, what were you giggling at?
No mulligans.
No mulligans pop is so good, man.
There's some quality stuff going on.
They're
there.
just like playing flash games.
I just can't
watching
not
random
laugh about
streams.
it. Yeah.
We will show you, of course, if focusing more on Final Fantasy gameplay is. So if they do end up jumping back into the raid, we will make sure that we show you that.
It's the problem of being up so long. There's the stupidest stuff that I find just so funny. I can't stop laughing. It is impossible.
Oh
no!
No, Lucrezia.
No!
The ultimate relativity once again taking them out here. Hopefully, Echo is going to be able to take advantage of this.
What can possibly go wrong?
Nope,
No more? Oh,
No.
we got it out of his system. Okay, out of curse territory. Gotcha.
Bedge is on the
hold
horizon
myself back.
if Echo are able to get themselves a kill. Because I do believe in terms of the three of us, we are staying here until we see an on-stream kill or until the casters arrive in the morning.
Unless we get kicked off by the other casters.
That's very true, yeah. I'm happy to yield because I'm sure by that point I will be making less sense than I do already.
Yeah, we will be quite cooked when they wake up.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm already burnt, yeah. I think
we might be on the pan currently, and it's like when it starts fizzling and the smoke is coming slowly. It's not fully burned yet, but we're getting the slowly burned touch currently.
Gordon Ramsay would be shouting at someone.
Yes, Gordon Ramsay would not be happy with the meal we're cooking currently.
To make some quality German-style breakfast, you need to hard-boil some eggs, my friend. And that is just the way it is.
Okay. I like that. Not bad at all. Let's see whether or not, now that Echo have got through Ultimate Relativity, which apparently is a checkpoint now, because as we get later in the day, it becomes less and less expectations of how well these teams are going to do.
The checkpoint is moving backwards, not forwards.
They're moving towards it. They've been up for like 21 hours. Well, they've probably been up for longer, but they've been playing for 21 hours. Not breaks included, obviously, they've had lunch and whatnot, but yeah.
The good thing about moving checkpoints is they're not duplicating. So if the checkpoint moves forward, that just means everything that was a checkpoint before that gets easier.
I didn't follow the logic, but I'm going to assume what you said is intelligent. That was too much for me.
No, it's not. Never assume that I say smart things. That's an
I mean, I thought
easy
about
way
it, but it sounds really weird. Something is suspicious. Of whatever just got said,
something's up.
Something is up with it. It feels, it feels
Honestly,
wrong, yeah? Something is...
honestly, you guys are cooked.
But I believe it.
I'm really
Whatever you just said, I believe it. Because this will be Echo's kill, and then we can say goodbye.
We never say goodbye. We're staying here forever.
ポケモン GO プラスがもっと自由に進化したポケモン GO プラスプラススマホ画面を見なくても自動でモンスターボールを投げてくれるボタンを押せばスーパーボールとハイパーボールの投げ分けも可能さらに自動でポケストップも回してくれるだから一緒に歩けばポケモン大量ゲットかもポケモン GO プラスプラス僕たちゲーマーは意外に忙しい
おい遅えよいやごめんあと3人相手食事を忘れて熱中するのは日常茶飯事よしナイスそんな体に栄養補給ホッとするゲーマーの健康管理室よしラスト1回
打ち上げ30秒前最終確認を取りニューラルエンジン
パワー全開 GO
GPU
6つのコア GO
次世代のゲーム体験 GO カメラ
4K120fps のスローモーション GO
大量に開いたブラウザのタブ打ち上げ準備完了成功です
決断できるトレーダーにとって選択肢の数はチャンスの数だ
世界中の銘柄を網羅する CFD 自分を信じて進む人へ
IG 証券
マネジメントドリンクイン炭酸
小腹が空いて集中できないな
そんな時はイン炭酸ゼリーに代わって膨らむ炭酸飲料空腹マネジメントドリンクイン炭酸
どうもお戻りになりましたお戻りになりましたどうも誰もいませんはい誰もいません
これが証拠
マイナス30度の屋外で一夜を過ごし氷に溜まった女性。しかし医師が電気回路で温めると奇跡的に意識を取り戻した。この驚きの事故を本物の弁護士が1分で予約。事故が起きたのは1980年12月、アメリカミネソタ州。ある日の深夜、19歳のジンさんが車を運転しているとタイヤがスリップし、車は速攻に転落。外はマイナス30度。このままだと凍死すると考えたジンさんは数キロ離れた友人宅まで助けを求めに行くことに。極寒の夜道を1時間以上歩き、友人宅にたどり着くも家の前で転んでしまい、そのまま意識不明に。翌朝、友人が家の外に出ると、そこには凍り固まったジンさんの姿が。ジンさんは直ちに病院に運ばれるも体温は27度まで下がっており、状況は絶望的だった。ところがその後、奇跡が起こる。医師が電気回路でジンさんを温めると、ジンさんは数時間後に意識を取り戻し、夕方には何もなかったかのように復活した。ジンさんが復活した理由は一種の冬眠状態になっていたから。ある専門家は本件に関して、
人間は体が冷えると血流が遅くなる。一種の冬眠状態になることがある。体が温まるのと同じ速度で血流が増加すれば回復できることが多い
と話している。
後の法律事務所。
マイナス30度の屋外で
ライブこれこの1ヶ月前どういうこと？いやこれ結構なんか違う結構なんかバウンドするような感じだったんだよ。やるよこれ金やナルトいただきますか。これがナルトです。あ、今日ナルト熱かった時か。皆さんナルト族ですか。33歳さ33歳よな。そう知らねえぜ。カメラの前のみんなナルト送ってください。中井くんいやでもこういうこといいね。新生かなっちゃん俺いいね。のこさんいやこん時だからよかったよね。俺ほんとやっといてよかったよ。いやほんとやっといてよかったよ。いや全然今でもできるよ。ただ今でもできんだけど。ナルトを入れますか。ナルト入れますか中井さん。ナルトは大丈夫ですよ。僕今ナルトがポケットの中に一つあるんですよ。これちょっと僕は大切だったナルトなのでちょっと一口。いや僕はナルトそんなポケットの中あるナルトはちょっと食べれない。あ、まあそうですか。いやちょっと美味しいですよ。のこさん前半の部分歌詞の部分が全然伝わらなかったですよ。ずっと僕はずっと獅子で屍って言って。のこさん中井さん怯えてますよ。怯えてないですよ。完全に怯えてますよ。僕の方が怯えてますよ。別に中井さんこの時ね怯えてなかったよ。やっぱ忙かったんで絶対見たけどのこさんすげえな。普通に歌ってリハーサルは普通。
あれは新メンバーの水
見てみんなが大好きな坂本黒ちゃんじゃんこれ。ホロライブ6期生ねえ今日もなんか朝連動したでしょ誰か。坂本黒江がなんか一緒連動してるバカがいたんだよ。連動してるバカがいたんだよ。
Ladies and gentlemen, you are joining us for a Kindred pull into Phase 5 as they are dealing with the first set of Fulgent Blades here. They're going to be splitting up into their light parties successfully. Their 2 minutes have been popped during that dance, which is an incredible feat of strength. And I don't know what you feel about this as we're going to be jumping into this first set of towers here, Lithy.
Well, I hope I'm feeling elation because I really want these guys to push through, summon all their strength. And the first cleave is good, just need to play the tethers right. It's a long tether into a light cleave and a short tether. The tank's playing this in nicely, but the red mage getting cleaved in the process. A quick res, and it's still doable. It's only a weakness. You can push through, Maris.
Yeah, they need to push through the polarizing strikes. They are playing the same strat as Echo, meaning they are a little bit closer to each other, and now they need to do their swap Runo. Every time someone is in front, you need to have a different person, and they need to go into the opposing side whenever that happened. And now they are already on the melee set here, and then they're on the last healer set coming up very soon here.
Looks like they might have swapped it so you have the range do it, but nonetheless they were able to successfully get their way through it. And you can see the boss's health is dropping lower and lower, already on 65% health as they start the Pandora's box cast. And the boss is going to try and open it, spilling the evils and taking out the parties they do. But we are going to transcend our limits to survive as that tank LB3 is going to be coming in, allowing us to survive that hit. 62.5% shortly after that cast ends. We're going to be going straight into a whole new set of blades here though, Lithy.
It is gonna be one of the few remaining ones here possibly for Kindred. They've been pushing so hard the entire week, always that little inch behind the other top teams, but never out of reach. A little bit of a touch here, a little bit of damage there, but it's only a tank with the damage down. That is salvageable. They just need to push a little harder, and with this last wave dodge, they should be fine.
Yeah, now we have the Akmons coming out here. No one got hit, apart from the tank. Of course, he's taking the death into the damage down, going into the towers here. We need the tank fast up for the towers, though, because the tanks are very crucial in dragging the tethers and aiming the cleaves. Everyone else needs to be ready to soak the towers. We have the beautiful first cleave coming up here that will need to be done by the tank under the boss here. Need to aim the dark cleave away, coming up very soon.
That's slightly out of position there as we are indeed going to be taking a hit from one of our tanks, but if they do have an immunity, it's not going to be the end of the world, as we have indeed been able to successfully get our way through the...
大丈夫今の人今の人大丈夫今マッカー映ってた今大丈夫かな大丈夫かな
これで配信終わります。配信終わります。ありがとうございました。お勉強に手伝ってくださった皆さん。なんか見るか、最後に。勉強ついでに何か見るのもありよりのありだな。貴様を倒すのはこの俺だ。
サイヤ人の執念というよりプライドかな。すげえぞベジータ。さあカカロット仕切り直しだ。はあ
様どこに？面白いものを見せてもらったよ。やっぱりあの二人は特別だね。あ
ってことなので、はい、っていうことでね、終わっていきたいと思います。よし、終わろっかね。